All right. There we go. Aha, a stream. Okay, good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yes, correct. Yes, good. It's a stream. There we go. Sorry, Windows has been playing around with my audio settings once again. But it seems that everything is fine. As long as you can actually hear me, which I'm going to assume you can. It's a stream! Wow! I mean, everything OBS is telling me tells me that you can hear me. So that's good. Excellent. Come on. I might need to... whatever. Hey, Linz for the 26th month, and Neo gets for the 55th month. That's almost a year. Yes. It's a big draw. Oh, very good. Losing out. It is very good. Yes, I see. Anyway, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you have had a good week. Good last week, a good Easter weekend. If you were doing anything for that, I basically didn't. Hey, Pix. Oh yes, and happy Wrong Trousers Day, everybody. Cheese and all that. The Wrong Trousers is 30 years old today. Hey, got an interview. Excellent, Lucinati. I hope it goes well. Ha ha ha. Yep. We've got the wrong trousers, Gromit. Oh man. Like I said on Twitter, that's obviously why we're having a bank holiday today. Because it is the wrong trousers is 30 years old today. Nothing to do with this Easter crap. No, not at all. Far better reason to have a bank holiday. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the trousers. Yes. Listen, I would believe it in this country. But yeah, I didn't really do anything for Easter because it's not... Normally we might get like a chocolate egg, but given the price of... Like, I don't know, I have high-ish standards when it comes to chocolate eggs. So, and given the price of everything at the moment, I was like, no, never mind. So, no chocolate egg, but that's okay. And mostly just, we did a bit of, we played some Icon on Saturday with the members of the D&D group who were around. So that was fun. Everything was shutting out of migraine. Oof. I had an ibuprofen. Oh, yeah. That's good. But yeah, we played some Icon, and Icon was it was a fun time. Yeah, I was playing a Harlequin. No, what are they called? Vagabond, a fool, which is basically just a sort of jester archetype, but you're a mad just sort of an anarchist throwing bombs everywhere. It's great. So yeah, that was a fun time. Oh, way easier to grok than Lancer. Way better to like, and much easier to play in a session. Like, it still has a lot of that sort of tactical complexity, but nowhere near as much. And out of combat play. Yeah, out of combat play was great, because out of combat play it's pretty much just Blades in the Dark. And that's great. You actually feel like you... Just bump the mic and turn it off. You feel like you have some things you can do, you know, you have some mechanically supported out of combat rules, but it's not like too much. And yeah. No, I thought it was worked much more smoothly. We got hung up on a few rules terms and things, because there are a lot of like proper nouns and defined terms and statuses and things like that, but that's bound to happen whenever you start a new system anyway. So So yeah, did a bit of that, and then I've mostly just been playing. It's been doing a bit of sketching, and also just playing a shitload of the last spell because it's very good. Ooh, taking advantage of an empty GM chair in August. Hell yeah. Yeah, webcam looks alright today. It's bright outside, you see. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Mostly just been quiet. We're still, I think we've got a couple of weeks before we get our next proper D&D session in, because we basically hit a block of like 4 weeks where everyone, there were like multiple people unavailable on most most weekends. So it's like, well, you know, it happens sometimes. All right, well, let me get things set up today, because today I was going to do some art streams, because I've been having fun with Oblivion, but I wanted to switch it up a bit. And also I've just been getting back into doing more. My on again, off again relationship with the drawing tablet. Back into things again. So, if you've watched any of the other art streams I've done before, be prepared to hear a lot of USB connecting and disconnecting noises, because this freaking thing, it's literally just the USB connection is really temperamental sometimes. So don't be alarmed if you hear a number of those. As I try to get it to recognize that there is actually something plugged in there. Oh, okay. Good start. Didn't take like 5 tries this time. So yeah, I figure we'll do some of that. I'll show you what we're gonna get up to. Let me just load it up though, because I need to actually, I need to actually make it such that you can see what's going on. Oh. Another thing I was trying to do today, because I was debating whether or not I wanted to, I'm not sure how it is, like how it looks when I'm doing the art streams, like because with the webcam, because it just looks odd, because I'm just sort of set, because the tablet is below the fold essentially of the webcam, and so it just looks like I'm just kind of like sitting there going like, so I was trying to see if I could use the PNG tuber and set up the new one with the new avatar, except that the way I did it before doesn't work anymore. So I would need to set that up again differently using, what was it called? The Discord Stream Kit, which I think is for OBS. And I was like, I don't have time to fiddle around with that before the stream today, so. But also, it's probably fine. Probably not. I'm probably worrying over nothing. Nah. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna brighten things just a little bit. Turn the gain up a little. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me... Do I want to have big giant circles or stream beats or both? Not sure. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll just start at the top of the playlist, which has, like, the first half is big giant circles, the back half is blah, 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 blah. Stream beats, I just said it. Riot Games chill beats music. I mean, yeah, I could pull up some stuff, but this playlist has served me well. Okay. So before we get started on the main thing I want to do today, let's do some warm up. Power up. Must gather power. Or that's at least what I'm gonna do. Alright. To the art cam. Here we are. Scenic Clip Studio. Yeah, I have to just sort of like go. Ah! Oh, actually, I wonder if. Okay, opinion. Because okay. Actually, it would cover up a bit of stuff, but because I normally am not a fan of having the chat on display in a on the game. Like, I don't mind it in this view, but I'm not so keen on it showing up in like this sort of view. But how do we feel about if I turn on like chat there, and I have to narrow the window just a bit? How do we feel about that? Because I'm not sure. That's cutting off a big chunk of the. Now I can hide all of my layers. You can't see all of them. But what do we think about that? Is that okay? I mean, yeah. It's all just like feeding down into my brain. It's fine without? Yeah, okay. Cool. I just wanted to get an opinion on that, because yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like certainly for like streamers where the chat just goes I don't like, because it's very visually distracting on the stream when like something else is going on, which is why I don't mind having it on the booth view, because there's nothing else going on. All right, let's power up. See, that's what I mean. A lot of that noise. Put up a gif of you default dancing. Yeah. All right, and we're in business. Okay. Just gonna mess around. Need the floral pencil, right? Or is it floral textured? What have I been using? I think it's floral textured. Yeah. In like other pieces where I'm doing other stuff, I have taken to like when I have a habit of like leaving something for a while and then coming back to it later. And I have taken to like just writing a note for myself, like, hey, you were using this pen. I was like, oh yeah. Like, right, thanks. Because otherwise I will forget. And this is just like some practice just to get the feel, so that what I'm doing, the main thing I'm doing, is not the only thing I've drawn today. Up. Slide that in. We'll get to that. I'm going back to my old sort of like, fallback of D&D character design, because that's always a fun one. I'm just going to do some heads. Yep. Eyeline about there. through like an open mouth. Yep. What? Do a little canvas flippy. Try a different expression. Yeah, okay. No. It has a very kind of like, what's the word? Let's do a head. Usually end up just doing heads when I do like a practice or a warm-up or whatever. Okay, that ear is definitely in the wrong place. Should start about there. That is also very common thing that I will get wrong. Where is the... No, it doesn't matter. Hair. What do hair do? Just figure it out. Sure. Sure, why not? Truly doing these without a plan. Yep. Also reminding myself of why I reference hair so often, because I'm just like, I don't know that many hairstyles off the top of my head. Ha! Irony. Okay. Oh. Wrong there. Alright. Zoom enhance. Now I want the floral pencil. No, I want the fine grain pencil. That's correct. Yeah. That seems correct to me. Yeah. Okay. Gonna make sure to get one of the eyebrows in there, or the expression isn't gonna read at all. Yeah. Definitely, I was trying to think of the right word for that expression, but it's very, it's like, obviously you just don't get it, I'm far too clever for you, or whatever that is. Yeah, clearly you don't understand my genius. I guess superior? Condescending? I don't know. The face of the character makes before they fall face first in the puddle. Well, yeah. There. Go up. Let's get that ear. Just do a simple ear. If I want this to read properly, I should. That's not. I'll get them all going in the same direction. Just sort of thicken up that. Yeah, I want like a very faint line at the top. 'Cause I still have shape. I is still ball. I like that idea, I just need to do it better. Yeah. I think that might be a bit high up now, that parting. So let's try and fix that. Blip, 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 blip. That's better. Like I said, hair is often where I get like hung up. Oh, that's the wrong thing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Loves to do that. Loves to just disconnect randomly. Yeah, actually, let me get a bit more of a tilt on this neck and that'll probably look a bit better. Maybe. Maybe not. That's probably fine. No, follow the line. It's like, yeah, I know I'm awesome. Yeah. Very much. I'm still not convinced by that hair. Right, let me try the back. Let me do the back bit first. See if that helps. Right, come around to here. You see, like, the underdrawing ends up being like very much just a suggestion a lot of the time. Zoom out. Oh, that hair is unfortunate. Okay. Executive decision. We're going to take all of this and just that looks a lot better already. Oh, this should, okay, yeah, it should fall down over there, which will obscure the brow line, but that's actually fine. Yeah, let's just screw around. Does that make any sense? No, not really. Not a lot of sense. Must gather power. Okay, hold on. I think this is actually where I'm getting. Let's. Just finish putting that here in. A bit of this. Where the hair come down. Yeah. That better? It is better. I just need to get rid of this line. I need to add the eyebrow back in. Make it look like this eye is closed. Maybe it does already, and I don't need to worry. Now, ponytail? Sure. That's what I went with originally. Yeah, edit. Try and edit this mouth a bit. I always have a tendency to make the mouths like way too wide. Let's compare. It's a bit better. I need to reposition it though. Yeah. Oh, do I want to do this? True, it wasn't bad. We'll try it out. Merp. I think I might just need to reposition it actually. Maybe just in like a tiny bit. Actually, I think this just needs to go up more. Yes. Do I want to detail that nose or what? Okay, neck. Neck is actually kind of doing this. And no, that is yeah, that's more correct. I think. This is just a practice, so we don't have to. This is just a warm-up rather. We don't have to spend too long on this. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you can. Just a wall and up. So all we need is absolute perfection. You got it, exactly. In fact, I think that line is wrong, but it's close to being right. But importantly, it's wrong. Like, that's what's going on here. I always end up drawing like a t-shirt collar on people just because it helps me figure out which way the neck is actually going. That's the wrong direction for that shading. Or rather, it doesn't look. Or we can just say that that's done. Why do I feel like I want to put like a... No, see, that's not right. Make them say... I can make them say something silly. I can do that. There. That's what you wanted, right? Yeah, I get that a lot. Funny how? You saying I amuse you? Am I a clown to you? Or however that scene goes. It would be something like, it's... I mean, yeah, okay. I'm gonna see if I can make this fit. There should be a Y at the end of that word. Okay, now we learn about bubble placement. Let me go up size. No. No. Yeah. Now we'll stick with the original. I can't decide. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just gonna hand letter it, because why not? Let's go. Yep. Yep. Sure, that'll do. Obviously, I'm just smarter than you. Not something silly, but that was the kind of attitude that this ended up having. I'm just gonna play around with this for a minute. probably, I don't know, should there be like a single hair coming down? No. Maybe a little bit. Like that. Let me fill it in and see what that looks like. You know, let's break up the forehead, which otherwise looks massive. Do. I don't know what it is, but I way prefer doing like digital pencil than, well, at least for this sort of thing, than trying to do like a digital ink. I don't know. It always feels so much more like definite, or like finished when you end up when you do like ink. Digital pencil, that's the way to go. All the interesting roughness of a real pencil and none of the mess. Yeah, come on. But that is one of the things I'm going to be working on today when I get to the piece, which is like doing actually like inking. I kind of messed up the shading on this side. Does it look okay far away? It looks fine. Looks good enough. Put a little bit of shading on there. Blip. Shade the underside? That work? Not really. Just getting used to the movement, you know. Hopefully you can, I'm always like very aware that I can work very faintly, like that's very light, but I think that's coming across on the stream. Yeah, you can see that fine. I'm always just like, can people actually see what I'm doing, or am I am I just, you know, making it's like, no, trust me, it's there, I swear. Oh, there's a drawing here, honest. I'm still like not all the way there on like color, well, on a number of things, but like color and just let me just work in black and white, like pencil or pen or something. I don't have to worry about color. I don't want to think about that, but maybe we will. It should be going the same way. Oh yeah, eyebrows as well. I'll just darken those up to match the hair. Oh, actually. No, see the shadow. I think like, what does that look like? Doesn't have to be. No, it has to be right. Damn it. Whatever. Nah, rewind. Just gonna get rid of that. This is what happens a lot though. I'm like, I'm just gonna do some warm-ups and practice and, you know, not worry about it. It's like, Rita, I worried about it. I thought, what if I instead spent ages on this one thing? Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, well, okay. There. And also, yeah, very much the... There, I'm done. Viewers, he was not done. Yep, there we go. I always find it funny. I'm just like, let me look at the underdrawing. Huh. Very much like how it started, how it's going. Alright. That's that. Alright, well let's move to thing that I want to do today, that I want to spend maybe the rest of the stream on. A character design. I've been doing this on my own time. D&D character. Hi up. There we are. Yeah. I need to take this from this stage to being done. Hello. And I did have a mess around trying to make some colors work. But like we have several levels of sketch that I'm working on here. Let me turn that off. Actually, let me turn that back on. And that was a sort of like trying to figure out the leg position, which I still don't think I did. And don't think I'm this is with all the sketch layers turned on. Look at this. Oh yeah, notes for myself. Alright. We want that one. So what I want to do is actually take this to a finished line work sort of thing. And the other thing is because this started out from a sketch pad, which is like, you can see here, it's 2480 by 1754, 72 DPI, which is not, it's not like proper resolution. Well, it kind of is. So what I might do is just make another document at a higher resolution and put the sketch layer in there and scale it up and then do the thing from there. So I think DPI always confuses me a little bit. Resolution of 300. Oh, you can't see. Oh, right, because I'm only capturing the main window. All the little sub windows don't pop up. Well, A4 at 300 DPI is like twice the size of this. Oh, right. Let's rotate the canvas 90 degrees. Let's... Can I do that trick that you do in Photoshop? Maybe I can. Right, let's group all of these together, first of all. Make that go like here. And then drag and drop? Nope, that don't work. Maybe it doesn't work with groups. Maybe it works with images. Up. Up. Huh. Okay. There might be a way to do that. I don't know. Alright, never mind. Easier way to do it is just do that. Yeah, you'll see, like, I definitely don't think I figured out, like, the position. So I might crop it into, like there. Maybe a little bit lower so I can get some of the bag in it. You know? We'll see. Let's get rid of that. Enhance. Yeah, that seems about right. I'm going in. Okay. And we're gonna turn this... Wait, there's nothing in this layer. Be gone! Right. My friends, like, one day I'll get a commission from them artists. Is a D&D one called Filibuster Frog. Oh, I don't know. I mean, part of the reason I like to do character design is it gives me an excuse to use up all of these D&D characters that I have. Alright, what am I going to use? Am I going to use Millipen? Yeah, I wanted to... Because I was trying to, with this one... I was trying to go for like a thin line art as a sort of test. Oh, I need a new... We're going to make this a vector layer to make my life a little bit easier. And I'm going to name it for once. But like, I have so many... At this size, maybe I can get away with, you know, like that size of a... How does that look? Maybe. So that thinning up is the thing. Let's go down to like 3? Oh, that's like super thin. I'll make it 4 and I'll give it a go and see how we get on. Dragonborn. Man, I got... Like I said, I've got so many... So many character ideas that just keep happening as well, you know? It's like, you know, oh, I've got all of these ideas, and here's another one, and another one. Ah, keeps happening. Okay, you know what I'm doing? I'm working too close. Let's try and get it in like 1. Or close to 1. That's better. Oh, here's the fun thing about vector layers. Where's my vector eraser? Whoop! Okay. Lets me play around with the individual lines that I've drawn. Well, let's just do it and see where we end up. And the millipede has no stabilization. Let me turn it up a bit. Let's put it on like 3. It's okay if it's not exactly where I put it. Be working more zoomed out if I want this to actually. Because I'm really bad about doing like clean line art, which is what I'm trying to do with this. What if I stretch this out? Vector eraser is supposed to go, there we go, until it intersects with another line. If I don't like this, we can start again with a different pen. Come on, come on. Ugh. That's better. Doesn't actually have to join up. Funny though, like this is one of the characters that just came out of a random generation thing. It was like Goliath. All it said, I think, was Goliath Warlock, and I was like, interesting. I feel like you don't see a lot of Goliaths that are spellcasters in around, you know, in the D&D sphere. So that sounded fun. Because sometimes my brain will just present me with like, here's an idea. Oh, right. Yeah. I guess, yeah. Yeah. They're just like, yeah. Moving stat modifiers away from Ancestry, which is honestly just good. Because, yeah. People moaning about that. It's very much like, I don't know. Not something to pay that much attention to. And it's always like, you know, you're free to run things how you want. No one's stopping you from doing that. It's just that doing it differently in the D&D books now. Some of them anyway. Yep. There we go. I mean, yeah. There's often so much discourse about D&D. It's just kind of annoying, frustrating. But it's just like, I mean, a lot of it is, I mean, there are times when, you know, Wizards manages to screw something up and everyone is sort of righteously annoyed about things, and that's, you know, that doesn't bother me that much. That's par for the course, honestly, these days. Let's see if I can make that. A little more in line with the other ear. There we go. I think one of the things that bothers me is in some like tabletop spaces, people are still bitching and moaning about D&D, even when it's like not the topic that someone is actually talking about. It's very much like, well, that's interesting. By the way, did you know D&D sucks at this? And like, I didn't. Nobody asked you, bro. Get a regular eraser out here. Oops. Bip. Bip. Ah, the vector eraser. So useful. Because it, you know, just to give you a quick example, it erases lines until they intersect with each other. Which is very handy. This is supposed to be like some eyeshadow. No, not eyeshadow. Eyeliner. That's right. Might as well look good. Just concerned about making like it actually look like our eyes are closed. There we go. Come on. Come on, figure it out. Hmm. Just a little bit of lip in there, I think. Keep turning off the wrong layer. Yeah, with the one eyebrow, it is a little bit pained, yeah. I'll put... Yeah, I'm not sure about this mouth. I think I did it wrong. Yeah. Let me put the other eyebrow in first. There. Yeah, there we go. It freezes up a tiny bit when it does an auto-save. There we go. It's supposed to be going for the sort of like slightly awkward but friendly hello, you know? That looks a little better, I think. Let me see about... I'll just make that. Ah, that's more like it. Alright, well then we'll just keep going. That's the other thing I've learned. Like, a lot of the time, you have to just kind of keep going. If you're like, I don't know if this is working, it's like, no, just keep going. It'll get there. Because sometimes it just doesn't look right until you put all the bits in. And sometimes not even then, but you won't know until you put all the bits in. Tired, detailed background, wired shape. Oh man, I'm so guilty of that. So very guilty of doing that. Do that a lot. Just like, I spent so long figuring out the rest of the thing that I'm not going to spend any more time figuring out what the background is doing. Do not see me like this. Yeah, it's honestly just... I mean, it will also depend what the like focus of the piece is, really. Because sometimes you don't, like, you straight up just don't need a background. He just wanted to draw some anime boys. Valid. Hey, you know, leave him like, hey, he just wants to draw his anime boys. I say we let him. Let those without sketchbooks full of anime boys throw the first stone. God, it took me ages to figure out this goddamn hand. Let me see if this actually works or not. Calling a cow for not committing to a Dragonborn. Hey, Dragonborn are hard. You got to figure out how to draw like a dragon head on a person's body. That's, you know, that's not straightforward. And there's no, you know, universally accepted version of it. You've got to come up with your own, really. Okay, does this look like a hand? Surprisingly, yes it does. Surprising everybody, it do. Which is good, because it took me forever to figure this one out. Sorry, is what a common problem? I lost the train of thought there. Hands are definitely a common problem, but I don't know if that's what you were talking about. Hand appearing handy? Oh yeah. Two things that artists have a lot of problems with. Hands and feet. Appendages, really. Especially if you're trying to go from imagination and not referencing super heavily. Which is, yeah. This is what I had to do. I had to, you know, I was like, oh, I'll figure it out. I was like, nope, pull out the reference. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Shout out to Senshi Stock, providing so many different references since 2000 and something. She's been around for ages. formerly known as I think Adorka Stock, or is it Adorka Stock now? Formerly known as Senshi Stock. Sorry, I got that the wrong way around. I've got a reference for the hand from one of her images for this hand. There. A hand reference mannequin from Tokyo. Yeah, those are good. I've seen those. I'm intrigued. I don't have a hand reference mannequin, but let me just finish this bit in here. But what I do have come here. Does that work? Kind of. Should probably be bowed outwards, actually. And that seems about right. What I do have within reach is this handy handbook from it's backwards, but from Adorka Stock, who I was just talking about. It has many hands. Hand holding a ball. It's very good. I use it. I use it quite a bit. Ah, yes, the other great thing is now that I am using essentially like a more or less mono width pen, is I can cheat. I can cheat this I can cheat this stuff. I'll worry about that later, but I might need to redo this arm because I think I bent that too much. It should really be coming out like this. Actually, in fact, I think that's all I need to do. I don't know. As always, just keep going. Just keep going. And this is, like I said, you know, this is me trying a slightly different style because I really like the, not like, but like, I don't know. I'm jealous of people who can do like the really thin line art and have it look clean and good. So I'm like, let me try it, see how it goes. And this isn't even like that thin. You could go like 1 pixel. You could do like, you know, like that. Let me just, what was I doing here? That'll work. You know what? Put that above everything else. So that's the other thing about with the vector layer. If you try and do like something like this, like scribble in like a blob, it becomes a mess of points of things. So it's better if you're gonna do that. To do that on a different layer. I have found anyway. Yeah. Well, vector layers are, I mean, I don't know if they're in other programs, but they're one of the things that are really cool about Clip Studio. Oh, right, you you have Clip. Oh, yeah, no, vector layers are great. Use them. They're only, I mean, they take up a bit more space, I guess. You know, because they're not just pixels. There's actually like data involved with them. But as long as you're like, you know, your document isn't getting too big anyway, then you're probably fine. Probably fine. List of points around the area, you can resize them later. Yeah, you can resize them, you can thicken the line, you can erase parts of the line. You know, you can use the vector eraser like I showed you earlier. And then you can rasterize them later when you're done. Yeah, exactly. It also helps if you want to like upscale it, if you want to take it from this and make it bigger. Then you can upscale it without losslessly. That's the word, I think. Something like that. Also, I'm not going to fill those nails in because I think that was a mistake on the sketch. But I will indicate them. A while ago, the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition devs did a contest to become new portraits. So you send in your photos, and the artist would pick 10, and those would become new portraits. Interesting. You mean like photos, like you yourself could become a new portrait? Is that the idea? Like he paints over them. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I was initially like, is this one of those things where they, you know, exploit labor? Where they're like, hey, do an art contest for us and maybe you'll win a tiny amount or something. You see those a lot. At least you used to, anyway. I don't know. Up. Hop. Herp. Hey, Jim posed with this plunger. Yeah, I mean that does. Artists will get reference wherever they can. If you're friends with an artist, or particularly if you're a co-worker in like a game dev studio or something, beware, they may ask you to be like, hey, can you pose for a thing? I know that oh, who was it that a while ago they posted the images of like magic cards that they had done that were based on a bunch of references they got from their friends, and posted the reference pictures. It was really funny. Oh no, wait, hold on. Lip. I'm trying to remember who that was. Do 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 do. Because you which magic artist was that? Oh, come on, brain. No, that needs to be okay. Need to draw from the elbow for this one, not from the wrist. Up. Up. Better. Yeah, that'll work. Got there. Was it, I don't know, was it Tony or was that a different, was it him? Yes, it was Tony DiTerlizzi. I was like, who do I follow who would have done that? Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Bear with me a second. We're gonna switch this from window capture to monitor capture. And I'm gonna move it so that it's... Don't want to see the taskbar. Try that. There. So then I can show you this. Yeah. Throwing back to the 1990s, my wife and friends who were cool enough to pose with blankets and capes and pretend they were wizards for a totally awesome card game. So that's Brainstorm. There's the reference in the art. And coercion. Love it. Just the guy holding the candle as well for Nether Shadow. Venomous Breath. And then there's another one. Ah, Elvish. What, I was like, where did you get like a bunch of these costumes from? Yeah, just holding a stick of some kind. This guy creeping out from behind whatever this is. The sea spirit, I think that is. And the guy like half asleep on a on a staff. Yeah. Reference for giant growth from a nature book. Excellent. I didn't mean to close. I didn't mean to close that. I need that to be open. I need to have my stream manager open. Good job. Blech. Something tonight laughing, some of those are just dude holding them up. Yeah. It's great though. It's the kind of stuff they'll do, like, you know. And also, number of like, can I just yeah, I'll do that. Number of references that are just themselves as well. Like, get a picture of yourself doing something. It's often like good art advice. It's like, if you can't find the exact reference you need, and you know, open up your webcam or take your phone and just play around until you get what you want, and use that as your reference. Because sometimes you can't find what you need. Oh, and I'm going to say this every time I mention reference. Actually, let me switch back to window capture. Yeah, there we go. Every time I mention reference, but please, God, please just use reference. Oh my God. Nothing wrong with it. It's everybody. It is what the professionals do. You can do it too. You're allowed. It's fine. Say it every time. Sure, that'll work. Yep. Yep. Oh, that doesn't. Okay. There, that's better. Take the last bit of that and just do that there. Uh-huh. It's also funny, like, seeing those references and you can spot, like, sometimes they're referenced more heavily where it's got like it bears a very close resemblance to the finished thing. But sometimes, like, you can tell, oh, it's just got, you know, it's just the way they're holding the thing and the rest of the piece looks very different. Sometimes that's just what you want. It's like, how do people hold things? I feel like that's a big one, actually, for reference. Like, how do people... What does it look like when a hand is, you know, holding a staff in front of them? It's like, yeah, it looks like that. Like, oh, yeah. So it does. bit. That bit. I was truly like not sure what I was doing with these folds, but I think it sort of works. It will do once I get rid of those bits. Ah. It will do once I also make this bit a little bit foldy. Yeah. Do a bracelet on here. Yeah, that'll work. That's always going to be in shadow. That there ambient occlusion. There, that's what that's called. Okay. Coming together so far. I think I definitely need to join up some bits if I want it to look the way I want it to look. That's fine. Blech. Oh, jeez. 7 o'clock already. What do you know? Time flies. That's the wrong brush. Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Boom. Enhance. Wait. Oh, the other thing I can do is if I'm like, oh, that looks a little thin. Where's the vector tool? Where is it? It exists here somewhere. It's this one. Correct line. Let's adjust the line width and let's thicken it. See? You can just do whoop, like that. If I think it's too thin. Or we can make it even narrower. Practically disappears. So that's a fun thing you can do with vector layers. I think you can also do that with regular things, but it's very effective with vector layers. Okay. Fold there. Right, zoom. elbow in. Let me just get the regular eraser in there. Come on. Is that close enough? Yeah, that's close enough. Still not entirely sure my fold to make any sense, but whatever. I think I should try and... There's a way to... There we go. There's a way to just pick up and move the whole line. Oh god, yeah, we're on to the Desert Bus remixes in my Big Giant Circles collection. Right, enhance. Let's pick that up. Actually, let's just get rid of that. That looks a little better. It was a bit too close to the chest area, so that line was getting a bit lost in there. Try for the other arm. Oh, whoops. Because yeah, you don't want those tangents. Got to avoid the tangents. Now this arm, I think this area here maybe doesn't quite work. Maybe it does. I don't know. That's about right. Enhance. These two lines. Bring that over there. Vector erase. Haha. Genius. Bip. Oh, I'll tell you what else I should do. So I should save. Let's save this, shall we? This is a character. Right, warlock. Boom. Done. How are we looking? Let's tidy that up. All right, let's see about... Is that right? Does that match the other side? Yeah, it looks about right. I'll just keep it for the moment. We'll see if I change my mind. adjust that line, cheat it. All art is just a series of cheats. Yes, good. Good. I just always end up asking myself, like, wait, does that... You know those things where you've been staring at it for too long and you're like, I think this is right? And it's like very incrementally different. And you're like, is that the thing? It's one of those. Oh yeah, it actually looks better with the sleeve on it. What if I take that bit out? I'm just going to leave that in as a sort of indicator. So far the thin lines is working, I think. Alright, let me put in the rest of the arm. You know what I'm noticing? This doesn't follow the curve of the arm. I knew there was something that was bothering me about this. That's what we want. Does that look better? Yeah, I say it does. Except maybe every time it's like, yeah, that's better. Wait a minute. Actually, yes, that was yep. That was the right call. Oh, yeah, let me put this other bracelet on. Oh, some other things for those who care about, you know, D&D stuff, or if you're just curious. I had some thoughts about this character being a warlock, and I was like, you know what? Genie Pact. Not Genie, yeah, Genie Patron, sorry, not Pact. Pact is a different thing. That was in the notes to myself earlier, but I figure, you know, they and you know, I figure they're like a good character, not a sort of like, you know, amoral jerk or whatever. That'll work. In my mind, they are just... I mean, they're a Goliath, so she's like 7 feet tall. But very much the sort of like tall and awkward and gangly. Tall... What was the... Oh, there's a Douglas Adams line where he's talking about someone who's like, you know, if you stacked like 3 or like 5 David Bowies on top of each other, and it ends with, you know, he was tall and he gangled. It's like, that's what I had in mind. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's like very much that sort of character. It's just a kind of like socially awkward dork. who kind of like fell ass backwards into having a patron. And being like, oh, I guess I can do magic now. Not sure about that, but I think I want like a fold. There it is. If you took a couple of David Bowies and stuck one of the David Bowies on top of the other David Bowie and attached another David Bowie to each of the end of the end of each of the arms of the upper of the first two David Bowies and wrapped the whole business up in a dirty beach robe, you would then have something which didn't exactly look like John Watson, but which those who knew him would find hauntingly familiar. Yep, there it is. Yep. So, you know, maybe not like quite to that extent. That's pretty extreme. But, you know, that was what I had in mind. Solid Snake. Colonel. Well, Snake doesn't gangle. You know, he tries to sneak around the base, but he can't because his arse cheeks are too big, and they keep alerting the guards. Unless the internet lied to me. Internet wouldn't do that. Surely not. All the novels call him David Bowie looking? I feel it. Is that backed up by the games? I don't know, now that I think about it. In my mind, Snake just looks like, you know, default shooter protagonist man. But I guess he does have a, you know, a specific design. Actually, wait, Liquid Snake looks like David Bowie. And he's a clone of Snake. That makes sense. Wait a minute. I gotta look something up real quick. Right. Okay. Yeah. The song that gets used in Metal Gear Solid 5, "The Man Who Sold the World," is Bowie. That's right. Of course it is. Maybe it is intentional. I just never noticed it. But then, I'm not a big, like, the only Metal Gear Solid game I've actually played is 5. Which I was mostly interested in attaching people to balloons. I don't even know what this is. I think it's like just like a decoration, a decorative chain, or a braid of some kind. It just, yeah, visually breaks it up a bit. There's a Space Oddity reference in one of the games. Okay, okay. You've convinced me. It is the kind of shit Kojima would do. Let me just fix that. Come here. That's what I mean. I'm just looking at the monitor, like, I'm just hunching over here. That son of a. Oh, one of Snake's codec calls in 3 starts with, "Can you hear me, Major Tom?" Okay. All right. I didn't think it would be quite so blatant. That is pretty blatant. Okay, give me the regular eraser here. There we go. That'll work. Let's thicken up this bit. No. It's Raiden who's said to be Bowie, like in novelization. Ah, you see, that makes sense. I remember David Bowie's massive sword and cybernetic body. Famous for it. Come on. Close enough. The fan theories, every character is Bowie. Is that like one of those, you know, tropes? It's like everybody is everybody is Jesus. In what's the TV trope? Everyone is Jesus in purgatory or something, you know. That's clearly what's going on in this show. Yeah, everyone is Bowie in perpetual warfare. Sure. What's this? Oh god. Oh no. Oh right, they've really gone all in. It's just, oh, it's the memes like, wait, it's all David Bowie? Always has been. I'm sure someone made, I'm sure that exists. Up. Also, don't, this is just a design. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, I don't know, you know, how this would work, but it's like a pattern or something. Up, up. Because I did the top, and I was like, this needs something to break it up. Because if I go back here, you can look at the Hero Forge model I used as a base reference for this. So there's kind of nothing going on in there. Okay. Alright, now for this strap. Let me try something. If I make a new vector layer and I do something on it, like like this. Okay, I can successfully merge it. Okay, good. Because what I want to do, I just want to turn this down, or actually just turn it off, just so I can better see what I'm doing for this. For this part, and we'll zoom out some more as well. Again, get one of these going. We're getting there. I'm honing in. It doesn't have to be exactly the way it is on the... It'd be better if I can do it in one stroke, but that may be unfeasible. No, give me the... Here we go, like that. No, no. Come on, do the thing. Do like I want. Just do the thing I want. You know what that is, right? You understand intention and not, you know, just the data, right? It's a computer program. That's how that works. Does that look terrible? Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Sometimes that's all you want. That's all you need. Not what you want. You want it to be good, but good enough is good enough. Yep. This is gonna get hidden behind there. Come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Aha. Aha. Yes. I can go back in and sort of even it out if I... Okay, so now we merge. And now I erase all the bits inside. I'm trying to remember... Yeah, it goes over everything. And we'll see how that looks. Yeah. And let me actually... that doesn't quite... get in there. Just gotta get right up in there to make this make sense. It should just have a little bit of height to it. There. Oh god, no, I've gone too far. Come back. Oh, not quite there. Okay. Do. I think that's all the Desert Bus remix is. No, it's not. Let's just skip ahead. They're all very similar. They're all good, but let's get some more different stuff. Oh yeah, and this. Oh yeah, this thing. Because also I was like, you know, Genie Warlock gets a vessel, which they can use, which they can basically just like hang out in. I figure like this is the vessel. And it's kind of like a lamp, but it's more like a sort of like a sensor, one of those things that, you know, there's like a grill on it and like smoke comes out of. It's like maybe that, or maybe it is just a lamp of some kind. In 5e subclasses, always try to riff on the theme as much as they can. Yeah, occasionally to the detriment of the subclass, but like I'm thinking specifically of the samurai fighter. Although that really is its own host of problems. Just write down things that sound cool first. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the samurai, like, in concept, or mechanically at least, it's actually really interesting. It's just that it's a whole bunch of, like, you know, this? What if we took all of their, like, you know, samurai tropes and wrapped it up into a it's very pop culture samurai. You know, Orientalism rears its head again. And they're just like, oh yeah, samurai. It's like, you know, these were like real people, made it. Anyway. Yeah, like there had a cowboy subclass and it was all kind of weirdly charged. Yeah. You know. So, you know, sometimes that does happen. And, you know, they're trying, or at least they're claiming they're trying to be better about it. But, you know, still prone to making a lot of those same mistakes that they've been making for a very long time. And are only kind of just now starting to, well, in some cases anyway, starting to rectify. That's it. There were a good point at that summit that there's not a lot of rep outside the standard assumptions. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Dan Kwan's report on that, I read that, and it was very interesting because there was a lot of like positive stuff, but also a lot of, yeah, technical issues and some odd things. So yeah, if there isn't a whole lot of representation, and then they're like, here's a samurai and here's a, you know, monk, and it's like, ah, okay. You know, this is like the sole bit of Pan-Asian representation, and it's this, huh? Not great. Like one of my many character ideas is a samurai, uses the samurai subclass, but is not a samurai. It's like a wandering knight. Very much basically I just that character idea is a rip-off of Don Quixote, you know. And I was like, yeah, I think those subclass things fit that character very well. I'm just not going to call them a samurai because they're not. Oh, yeah, that shouldn't it? See it kind of go around the back like that. Yeah, just leave it as is for now. I mean, yeah, they're slowly making progress. Because the frustrating thing about Wizards of the Coast, and this is just sort of a thing that I've found, it seems to be true of them, like whatever product they're doing, is that you often end up with, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or, you know, 1 step to the side, where you're like, you know, we've made some progress, but also, well, here's a, you know, a different thing, a different problem. I mean, they're a major corporation. You can't expect, well, no, you can expect good things out of them, but it's not surprising, I think. Put it that way. Not surprising when they act the way they do. 2 steps forward, bungee cord strains, yeah. And the fact that we had to drag them forwards as well, often. It's like, come on! Get over here! Like, I don't wanna. Yeah. Try and put like a gemstone on here. Does that work? Yeah, sure, that'll work. Enhance. There we go. Okay. It's been 2 hours. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to save. Oh! Good noise. Good noise. Yep, definitely break time. You get up and just like... Okay. And I shall continue after the break. I'll probably have to go with that staff, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing with the bottom half here. It's like, I'm perfectly happy to like crop it like here or like a bit further down. Don't have to figure out what legs are doing. Anyway, I shall be back in a couple of minutes. I might as well run some ads, I suppose. Do whatever you need to do. We'll be right back after these messages. You better. Break time. Alrighty. I return. Oh. Oh. Webcam's looking a little dim. Oh yeah. Ah, that's better. There we go. Now that's not quite so dark outside, light outside. In that time of year where it's nice, well, if you're lucky, it's nice and sunny during the day, so it's nice and warm, and then at night it's like, that's the thing. Just picking this up and moving it, that's the problem. Okay, we're fine. Excuse me. Didn't get to the mute in time for that one. Oh boy. Alright, where was I? Ah, yes. That'll do for the moment. Let's see about this, this stuff. Oh, actually, that should be on a new vector layer, just in case. That will let me that'll let me properly mess around with it. Also, let me do this. Although, actually, there is another way to do that. That would mean I wouldn't have to do the erasing after the fact for some parts. And it is noticeably thicker. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, let me see if I can remember this. I mean, that's the angle that I want. I need a ruler. A symmetrical ruler? No, that's not right. Special? Parallel. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. That's what we want. Let's pop it there. Oh. Just hit delete on that. Yeah. Oh, it works across layers. Let me zoom right out. I think I still need to do it in one big go. That at least means... Oh, I can also do this now, actually. There we go. Ah, down here. Yeah, that fits in a little better. If I need to extend it, I can duplicate it as well. So let's keep this as a separate layer then, for at least for the bulk of that. No, actually, let's just do the whole thing. Let's just do the whole thing on a separate layer, just to make my life easier. Because you can disable the ruler and then do whatever you want. For the lip of the thing here. And then we re-enable the ruler. And this way it'll be at the same angle, which I think I want it to be. Yeah. Once again, turn that off. That's like the top bit of the stuff. I do wonder if I should make that taller. Like just a little bit. Let me try it. Whoops. Now if I cut this bit out, slide it up there. Yeah, you know, I think compositionally that actually looks better. Yeah. 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 Oh, I just realized another thing I can do. Oh, I'll get rid of that ruler. I can remake it later easily enough by just going like that. Yeah. Because what I want, or if I want to keep that ruler, we can make a new vector layer. We can make another ruler on this layer. Symmetrical ruler. And yep, boom. Okay. Just move that over there just a little bit. save myself the trouble of doing that design. You know what? Let me redo those lines as one line. Let me just redo these lines entirely. It'll just be easier if I... Okay. It's okay if they're not like perfect. Which is good because they're not going to be. Yep. Should be able to get another one in up here. Right, let's fix these. Yeah. Let's get rid of the ruler before I do that. Aha! Look at that. It worked. Hey! Success. Alright. Okay. Alright, now I gotta figure out what I'm doing down here. Like, am I cropping this? Where am I cropping it? Let's put in some more things and see what happens. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta finish the thing. And then you can figure out what to do with it. Yeah, I think this should be round actually, not again, this is just a design. I don't know if it has to make sense. It just has to look good. think you're going? Let me actually put in the... Let me go down to 2 for this one. Some magic coming out of the top of that. That's what it's supposed to be anyway. Alright. Yeah, let me... Okay. Ruler time? Special ruler. Concentric circle. That'll do. Yeah. Ponder the orb. The orb has been pondered. Concentric rulers are fun. Alright, delete ruler. It served its purpose. This orb sponsored by Target. Yeah. In the thing, it's like, because in my mind, like, this is the vessel, you know. Maybe I should. Should it do that, or should it do this? Unclear. Hold on. Let's try it the way I did it originally. Oh yeah, also that should that should come in over there, shouldn't it? No, I kind of like that. I like this one. It's not like a big difference between them. And there's like, you know. Oh no, it would look like. I have to indicate that it's glass. Oh no. How would I normally do that? Like that. Oh, this has got to be just like... correction? Let me turn on post correction. Ah. If you put it all the way up there. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's a straight line. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let me just try a bit of post correction, see if that helps at all. Not really. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't think those lines were helping. Right. Always like accidentally moving the side of the thing just a little bit. Okay. So actually I think I need the rope to just kind of come out a bit closer to the orb. So it's just kind of like hidden back there. And we've got like another little decoration. Like this, just to break up the robe a little bit. All right, let's see how much of this. Let's see what it looks like. Put the whole thing in and see how I feel about it. You know. Let me zoom out a little bit. And this bit can be fairly loose. It's like honestly, I'm actually not sure about that. I think it might be it's going too low. Okay, you know what? Yeah, leave that where it is. I don't know, it's all very, I don't know, maybe it looks fine to, I don't know. There's often things where you're like, oh, that looked fine. I know this from watching other people do art streams. And, you know, videos where you're like, oh, why did they get rid of that? That thing looked fine. It's like, no, they didn't. It didn't look right to them, you know. And that's how it is a lot of the time. You're just like, nope, something not right about this. Even if you can't like fully articulate why it is or what it is. It's usually just that it doesn't look like the way you want it to look. which is, you know, a difficult thing to communicate, because that's, I mean, that's essentially what drawing is. Trying to communicate a thing you have in your head onto paper or, you know, canvas, digital, whatever. You know what I mean. You know. You know. There. So yeah, if you see me erasing things that look perfectly fine, that's why. Because they're not right. It's basically, you know, art is just putting something down that's wrong and then fixing it until it's right. A lot of the time. At least when I do it. It's going like, no, that's not what I wanted. It's like, is that what I want? Is it what I wanted yet? No. How about now? Well, maybe. The truest art is marble chiseling. Well, that's the thing. That's what I think. It's like it's all that. Although in my head the example is like it's actually working with clay, where you have to throw down an ugly lump to start with. Do I like that clasp? Like you have to start with an ugly lump, and then you mold it and squish it and make it into something that looks like what you want it to. And sometimes you think you finish art and you go, nah, slam, yeah. Do it again, but better. Yeah, delete your art. Probably would look better if I like reference what an action. You know, that looks no. Let's just leave it at that for now. Nope, still don't. That's better. Sometimes the frustrating, not frustrating, I don't know, maybe it's a little frustrating. The funny thing is though that you're like, okay, it's like, you like, no, that wasn't what I wanted. And you're like, this looks wrong. It's like, okay, but what do you want? You're like, I don't know. But I know that what I just did wasn't it. I just know that that bit was wrong. To look at it and not feel the buzzer. Yeah. To not feel the kind of klaxon go off in your head. It's like, it's like, nah, nah, it's not it. It's not it. And eventually you reach a point where it's, you know, done enough. There's a really like well-known quote where it's like, art is never finished, it's only abandoned. And that's true a lot of the time. Where you're just like, nope, that's it, I'm not looking at this anymore, it's done. Now to erase all those bits I drew earlier. Yeah, okay. I like the the bag placement. It's kind of hanging fairly low on the body, but that's alright. She's very tall. It's fine. It's hard to find things that, work for somebody who's like 7 feet tall. Yep. Front pocket. What if I did this? Because the other thing that happens is sometimes my brain will just be like, okay, you've got it the way that you wanted it, or close, or what if you did this? And you're like, oh, God damn it. Okay, now I have a whole new set of problems to contend with. But that's fine. I still don't like this class. What if I just made it mirror the pocket on the bottom? What if I just did that? And put like just a button. Yeah. I had a bit of smoke coming out of here as well. Or maybe I might. We'll see if I keep that. Okay. Blip. Yeah, see, this is the part where I'm getting hung up on. Like this area down here. I feel like it doesn't... I'm not sure if I should bring this in more. Let's find out. Yeah, actually, I think that's it. I think that is what I needed to do. Alright, let's investigate. Let's do the rest of the stuff. Let me just... that is the stuff. Let's turn that ruler back on. It's also a very big staff, but then it needs to be, doesn't it? Yeah, and I'm going to mess around with these some more. I think I just need to make these a little bit shorter. I'll just play with it and see where it ends up. Walk soft and carry a big stick, and well, her idea of what a big stick is going to be very large. This should go behind the thing. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I see some of the other things I was doing wrong as well. Which is that this shouldn't just come over here. At least I don't think so. Not fully. Let me do something like that. What if it just kind of goes straight down? Does that. Just gonna experiment. Yeah, in fact, bending that way doesn't make much sense. Yeah, that works better. You just gotta stare at it and be like, is that? Yep, there we go. Fix this bit. Boop. Just give it a bit of weight. Come on. This area. Not much going on there either. Let's see if I can break that up with a, you know. Maybe it's something else. Just some design, you know. Don't think too much about it. No. That does mean I do have to finish the bag though. So but that's fine. Yep. Oh, and this bit. Can I get away with that? No, not really. Let's also have a design that goes an edge to it. Oh no, wait, I have to show the whole thing. Oh no, I can't avoid drawing that bit. I have to hide different parts of it. Boom. Same's true here. Let me finish off the bottom of that. Going to indicate some patterns, because otherwise these are just like really big empty spaces. I mean, I should do that, but I might be able to do that another way. Wait, should this kind of do that? Should there be like a little... Yeah, I think that does actually work. Or does it? Yeah, because it... Okay, I think it might even just need just like this. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to put that on this layer. Better. Okay, so now the part that was actually the problem was... This is supposed to be the leg situation, and I don't know, I had a devil of a time trying to figure out what does that look like. Nope, that actually looks fine now. I think it was just this. I had that like way too far out. It was throwing the whole thing off. That'll happen sometimes. Might just want to put in some more folds kind of up here. need to do something else with these. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily. That can be done with other things. Maybe not lines. Alright. Zoom out. Come on. I feel like this side is still a little bit empty, but what if I did that? Make that like a sort of very well, I might, yeah, you know, I might actually just put something on there to mirror the other side. Yeah, okay, okay. I mean, maybe I can just put in some swoopies, some folds. Maybe that'll. Maybe that's just what I need. I think that might be it, actually. Okay, right. Like I said, this is all very thin line art. But now for the, well, I was going to say the acid test, but that's not right. Let's see if I can bring it all together. Okay. This is it at 100%. Like 50%, I think it still reads pretty well. I think it will read better once I where are we getting in? Getting in somewhere. Oh, I know exactly where. Nope, that's on the wrong layer, you fool. There. Yes. Okay. Are we on the outside here? We are. Invert the selection just so I can finish that bit off. Re-invert. We're okay over here. Not gonna worry about that. You'll see what I'm doing in a second, although you can probably guess. This bit. Okay. And now refer only to editing layer. Oh, invert. There we go. There. Now, duplicate the layer. Stands out a little better, doesn't it? Although I'm not sure. Okay. In fact, since that's done, we can merge those two down. We can keep the ruler. Let me get a different pen. Let me get a G pen. I'm gonna fill in this bit. Do. And this blob up here. Debating whether or not I should fill that bit in. I think I do need something in that space, compositionally. So, you know, there's a little bit of something emanating out from here. Probably some magic or something. I don't know, it could be anything really. Yep. Okay. And I know what I'll do. Let me get my line correction tool. We're gonna narrow these lines. Just so it matches up there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now, what I can do, I can group all of these together. We're gonna rename it. Trying to be better about this. These are the lines. And I'm gonna make a new layer, a new raster layer, and we're gonna clip that layer to the layer below, which is the white bit. Other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paper to 50% grey. That's better. But color relevancy or values or whatever it is, one of those. So the same thing I did here. Like we've taken it from this to this. And now I'm just going to grab the same colors I grabbed here. Oh. Right. Sorry, it's going through that one. And this layer is clipped beneath. Although maybe I can just... And if I go to this layer... yeah. I'll just keep this off on one side. I'll go to this one. I'm going to use refer to other layers on the fill bucket tool. It's not perfect. So I'm just going to blob in. I don't know if I'm going to... Actually, it's already 8:42, almost 8:45, so I don't think I want to do like full color today because that will take just as long as doing the inking. But let me at least flat some things in. We'll see how that looks. I think Is that all the skin? Yeah, it is. Let's get the little shirt. Ah! The hell did I do? Push the wrong button there. Excuse me. Oh, let's set the area scaling up a bit. Which means it will expand on the area that it finds when you do it this way. Sometimes it's still worth going in there with a pen just to... And this color also goes here. Oh, the thing is, oh, by the way, why I made this layer, I've got this layer clipped to the layer below, which means it only fills in within the borders of what is painted onto that layer. So I can do things like this. Which is a handy thing to do. Right, and the midsection. And I think it was the rest of the robes. No, that was a different color. Do 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 do. It was this color. This sort of slightly more burnt orangey color, which I think also goes up there, and on the sleeves. Ah. Oh. We got a empty bit of line there. There we go, there we go. It's coming together. Let me get that hair color. And you know what would be easier? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna bring this back. I'm just gonna copy this. It's the wrong size. Unclip it. I'm just gonna make it smaller. This is just for color picking. I'm gonna put it behind. Right. You can see there are a few jagged bits there. Let me turn that on some more. I think I need to... Yeah, it's still not perfect, the area scaling. But it's not bad. Just going to do this bit manually because I think the fill bucket will have a hard time with that. Okay, this red color. Nope. Where else does this go? Here. Oh, Minecraft time. Oh yeah, that was like a slightly more pale kind of. I think this is supposed to be like a gold. You'll get that. Yeah, you need to shade that for that to show up properly. It's also the color of these bits. Yeah, you can see I missed it. Already I missed a spot and I missed a spot here. It's the edges where it has a bit of a problem. Don't know if that's too noticeable. It's probably not on camera. You're probably just like, what the hell is he talking about? Which is business as usual, really. Cool. Just a little bit in there. There we go. I'll colour this in the same colour for the moment, but I'm going to make that a gemstone colour later. What other colours am I missing? Staff, that's a big one. Yeah, she's alive! Alive! There we go. Like I said, I'm just doing some quick like flats just to get some color. And I'm not going to shade it because it's already, like I said, it's already late. Not late, but good enough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I went with the darker blue for these. Oh. Where is it? It's getting out down there because I didn't complete that line. I see there we go. Oh, hold on. We got a runner. There. Just tap Phil in a few times. Phil knows what he's doing. It's brought to you by my good friend Phil Buckets. Whoops. Prefer other layers. Or just do that. And it doesn't find like all of the little edges. It's not a perfect system. Oh yeah, and I think that's the same color as that, isn't it? Yeah. It was lined with the lighter orangey gold color. Except maybe those straps will probably be a different color. Yeah, in fact they're this like dark brown. I'll just do the bag all one color for now. Like I said, quick flats just to get it in. There. No, wrong layer. This gold color goes on here as well. It's sort of gold, it's just this very kind of pale. Hold on. There. Just make that look okay. What do they have? A blue strap? I might change my mind on that one. Don't know. And then a nice kind of bright electric blue on here. Anything else that's not got a flat on it? Oh, the belt buckle. Let's get that gold. It's kind of pale. Yeah, there we go. And goodbye. Let's zoom in. All right, that's even 50%. Let's enhance. Oh, I missed. Did miss a spot with the hair. There we go. Oh, one other thing I can do now, actually. Let's use the hair color. So I'm missing an important part. Yeah. There she is. At least for now. Oh, I'm gonna put this away. Oh. Sorry. Oh, that was a noise. That was a noise. There we go. Let's put it down. Generic shape. I mean, I'm not done. Like, this isn't at a level where I'd say I'm done. I would want to do some shading on it. Like I said, I was just getting some flat colors in so you could see, you know, so we could have some color. Hold on. I can do a generic shape though. Now what I need is, let's get polyline with a sort of nice color. Kind of a wonky triangle. Try that again. There. Couple of triangles back there, and Bob's your uncle. There, see? That's how you character design. Boom. Just a couple of triangles. Yeah, now we need some floating squigglies and for it to be the 90s. Right. I just want to see what happens if I... Is that better? with the duplicated inks just to make it a tiny bit thicker in line quality. It might actually be, yeah, just to make it, yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer it, so let's go with that. Stands out even more if it's just in black and white. Yeah. Okay. Slap the colors back on. And tomorrow, because you see I messed around with a little bit of shading on the last version, so we could have a go at that. Why not? But overall, I think this came out quite nicely. I'm still like, you know, my inclination is not like the thinner line work. But I'm glad I did it, because I think it actually works well enough. See what it looks like when it's shaded. I think the important thing is it looks like she has got her eyes closed and isn't just... It's not just that I forgot to draw the eyes in. Which it did look like for a while when I was doing it at first. Ah. Well, there we are. So in addition to that, we did some practice today. We just had this very, you know, superior person. And this thing I did, and this other person I did earlier. It's like, obviously, I'm just smarter than you. No. There she is. Don't even have a name for this character, but you know, basically just a character idea and a design, which is how a lot of my, you know, D&D character ideas end up. All right. Who knows if she'll ever see the light of day in a real campaign? But you can go into the into the hopper with everybody else. A new hand touches the beacon. Alright, well, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to log off. I'm going to get some food. I should have done that earlier, but I wanted to keep going. Go back to the booth. She's gone. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, hanging out for today's art stream. Have a nice chill time. Hope you had a good evening. Or whatever time of day it is where you are. I will be back tomorrow with some more stuff. I think I just want to finish this, so let's do that tomorrow. Let's shade it. And I think what I'm going to do for art streams, I like the idea of doing like the practice power up, you know, gathering power before getting launching into the thing. This helps me, you know, not worry so much about diving in. So more art streams tomorrow, because I want to do some more of this. The other thing I might do, what could be fun, is I've been trying to make myself take time to do some more merch designs and to actually like finish them. And I just keep putting it off. So what I could do is just like, all right, merch design stream, let's go. That could be a fun thing. But we'll see. I may do that. I may do that off stream. Who knows? Anyway, more art streams tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you around. And don't forget, if you want, speaking of merch, actually, you can get yours at the store, store.streamelements.com/can'twearhats, and that's all goes to support the stream. And if you want to check out any VODs of streams you missed, check them out on the YouTube channel. Going up Monday. Going up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's it from me. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.